Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Namaste and warm welcome to everyone. We are delighted to have you with us today's insightful podcast. In this discussion, let's embark with compassion, understanding, and shared sense of purpose that creates a space for thoughtful conversation around skill development, industry changes, and the evolving job market. These are not just trends, but real scenarios that impact our lives, careers, and futures. I'm thrilled to welcome Mr. T.G. Sitaram, the chairman of All India Council for Technical Education. With his extensive experience in education and skill development, he is here to shed light on the upcoming 12th edition of India Skills Report and its implication for India's workforce. Thank you for joining us, sir. We look forward to your insights.
Thank you. Namaskar. I'm very happy to be part of this podcast where we're planning to discuss about the skilling and how that India Skill Report provides a vital insights into the current and future skill landscape, highlighting emerging trends and sector-specific demands. It serves as a crucial tool for policymakers, educators, and industry leaders to align the skill development efforts with market needs. Implication for the workforce development, which is emphasizes on enhancing the managerial capabilities to meet the industry demands. And we also talk about need for training programs focusing on leadership and interpersonal skills. And finally, strategic direction for the future talent, aligning educational and professional training with the evolving skill requirements, preparing the workforce for a dynamic and a competitive job market.
Sir, as we navigate rapidly changing job market, understanding skills demand and supply, it's vital. The India Skills Report 2025 promises to provide insights that can guide policymakers and educators and job seekers alike. Mr. Sitaram, could you please start sharing the key objectives of the report, what we can expect from it?
The objectives of the India Skill Report typically include the skill demand assessment, which analyzes the current and future skill requirement across industries. It will also talk about the supply analysis, evaluate the existing talent pool and educational outcomes. Bridging the gaps, that is basically to identify the mismatches between the skill supply and demand to enhance employability. Employability is one of the key aspects of today's, for young people. So this report should also provide policy guidance, provide insights for policymakers to shape skill development initiatives. I also feel that you should also cover the sectoral insights, highlighting specific sectors with growth potential. Maybe you would like to talk about the energy sector or even construction industry sector and the skill needs of these industries. It's very, very critical. Finally, I would like to say, you should also cover suggestive, effective training programs and educational reforms. So all these should be, to hold all kinds of stakeholders. That is to foster the collaboration among the government, industry, and educational institutions covering students, faculty, and even the institute administrators should be involved in these deliberations.
So, what significant trends have you observed in the skills landscape of India over the past few years as highlighted in the previous India Skills Report?
So as you highlighted, in the recent year, the skill landscape in India has shown notable trends in employability. So the overall employability has increased from 47% in 2018 to about 58.5% in 2024. Sector-specific growth is also very evident, with IT and tech employability rising from 40% in 2018 to 66% in 2024. Healthcare employability improved significantly, going from 55% to 70% during the same period. The skill gap between required and available skills decreased from 52% in 2019 to 35% in 2024. Additionally, the demand for soft skills such as communication, critical thinking has led to a 30% increase in employability linked to these competencies since 2020. I would like to add, all these emphasis is also given in all our engineering colleges where IICTE has approved engineering colleges. Our curriculum, model curriculum, what we have transformed, involves many of these skill training at a very early time. So our young people, particularly in the engineering and management programs, have been focused on these, critical thinking and the digital skills are also emphasized. But coming to the future, the now with all the emerging areas coming in, data science, artificial intelligence, and generative AI, I think our skilling needs to also be changing. The domain of the skill is expanding now. So I think that's where we need to focus on.
I'm sure with your leadership at the ICT, we are definitely on the same path. And thanks for very interesting data points which you just shared. My another question to you would be, could you please share what new policy initiatives AICT implementing to enhance skill development in India based on the employability trends in India?
So here I would like to emphasize to you that AICTE actually realized very early in 2017 itself about skilling need for our young people who are graduating. If you know, we have one of the largest engineering colleges, holding country in the world. We are producing almost 1.5 million engineers so far. Every year 1.5 million engineer. This is apart from management graduates, PG diploma graduates. So totally, we have a very large number of students taking engineering, diploma and management, including MBA, PG diploma courses in the country. All of these people needs to be skilled, because today industries doesn't want again take these graduates and train them in their shops. Rather than that, they would like students to get skilled while they are in the college. So the lot of efforts AICTE is taking, starting with we have made internship mandatory. And then we have a AICTE internship portal, which is one of the largest in the world platform, with 75,000 companies on their portal, and all the students can find their internship, paid, unpaid, short term, long term, which will also lead to their employability with the same companies. And we have AICTE career portal, where we give a career guidance and also what kind of skills they can, starting from even resume preparation, along with AI integration has been done to create all these, so that there are communities to answer basic mundane questions to the students who are taking interviews, or what kind of jobs they are suitable to be placed, and what kind of skills are very essential for them to demonstrate. So this is AICTE career portal, is again one of the largest portal. We also created for rural engineering colleges AICTE placement portal.
Oh, wow.
This is only for rural engineering colleges, where emphasis on English and all that skills are also been provided. Today, I'm very glad to tell you that with all these tools, along with industry, academia interaction, we are emphasizing at colleges, and co-location of industries, language labs in our institutions. I think India is poised to see a big change in engineering graduates who can work for the whole world. These are called to be global engineers. So I think we have actually created so far since 87, when All India Council for Technical Education had got the regulatory position from the Act of Parliament, we might have produced close to about 3 million engineers. Okay, all these engineers, so 30 million engineers. These engineers are working everywhere. They are omnipresent in every country and every engineering or technology companies. Today, most of the technology companies are led by Indian graduates. Even in India, whether we are our excellence in space technology, defense manufacturing, or even the nuclear or atomic energy technologies, they are all completely indigenous. You should remember, these are all, there was an embargo for all our these high-end technology companies. But still we were able to produce what world is watching us today. In all these technologies, we are in the top three in the world. So how this happened? This is all because of the ecosystem of these engineering graduates who are very skilled, and the skilling emphasis was given at right in the college. Now, in the last 7 8 years, a lot of these efforts are going on at AICTE.
What I hear from you is we are already on the path, we have already embarked towards looking at global mobility of talents, across the overseas. The next question which comes to my mind is how effective has the collaboration between educational institutions and industries been addressing the skill gaps noted in past reports? Can you share some successful examples for them?
We are already on the path of a lot of collaboration between industry and academia. So, for example, industries now, we can hire even industry experts as a practicing professors in our institutions. And also we have, students going there for internship, and I already explained to you. So these are actually bringing in a lot of collaboration. We have also launched a new programs called Proficients, where, an industry person can also continue his studies sitting with regular students. So there is a collaboration between industry and academia in the campuses. And nowadays, many engineering colleges are also establishing small scale industries in their campus itself, so that students get trained on the job and also pick up the skills which is immediately needed for the industry. We have also started one other new program, joint degree program, where 1+1, that means 1 year they will spend in an industry and 1 year they will do in the college academics. So this one we have done one example with, for example, Sastra University has done joint program with Ashok Leyland. Okay, 1 year in Ashok Leyland, 1 year a master's degree will be rolled out. That means whatever students do in an industry or with industry courses, relevant courses, all is creditizable, and this becomes part of the academic career of a student.
Wonderful.
And this is where, a big change we are going to see in our institutions, as well as our students who are going to be skilled for industry ready skills. They will be coming out from the colleges.
Sir, in the previous reports, we have witnessed highlighting emerging sectors like artificial intelligence and renewable energy. How do you see these sectors evolving in the upcoming report, and what skills will be critical?
So not only you should cover this in the next report, but actually tell you these are not the new emerging technology. They are already living with us. For example, AI, every day we are already using. It is in our phones and many other activities, and this is revolutionary. And this artificial intelligence, generative AI, and also the prompt engineering is going to change the way we think, we even work. The future work will be completely different. So we have to, many job roles will actually vanish and new job roles will be created. So it's very important for kids to get trained in the AI. AICTE has taken a mission movement in training 1 crore students in AI, artificial intelligence. So this is the big vision for AICTE, and we are also creating jointly with several institutions, Center for Excellences at several institutions in the country. And AI sector growth is projected to grow by 30% annually through 2030. Increasing demand for skills in machine learning, data analysis, natural language processing, and even, as I said, prompt engineering would be phenomenal. And coming to the renewable energy, I think you have seen already a big jump, expected to increase further by 25% capacity by 2030. Particularly the green energy is going to be the focus, and where we require skills in energy management, installation, maintenance of renewable systems. As I told you last time, we ourselves jointly with NCVET has brought out green energy skills and their requirements and how to train them. So coming to the other type of skills, interdisciplinary skills, emphasis on collaboration, problem solving. That's where our Smart India Hackathon, which is one of the largest. This year, SIH 2024 has received close to about 5 lakh student participation across the country. This is the mind-boggling number, largest since we started in 2017, this Smart India Hackathon. In addition to that, we are also conducting Singapore India Hackathon, UNESCO Hackathon, and large number of other hackathons specific to industry. For example, we have a tomato challenge, we have an onion challenge. So these are finding out solutions for if there is a produce, how we can from starting from the field to the final thing. So these are very important, and this will be solved by our students as a in a team. 6-member team is involved. Even a woman is also part of it. So the woman empowerment is also included. So these are all very important. Among this, digital literacy is also very key today. So the demand for programming, cloud computing, and cyber security skills is expected to rise by 40%. As you know, today ChatGPT can write codes today.
Oh.
But so it is not just write a coding itself. We need people to check because at that speed we wanted to do. So large number of people have to be there. So digital tools will become integral across sectors and across engineering disciplines. A civil engineer also should be well versed in digital skills. Similarly, a chemical engineer. So continuous learning and self-learning is going to be the focus. National Education Policy 2020 highlights about this. Lifelong learning will be very essential, with an anticipated 35% increase in training programs are happening already. Large corporations are coming to AICTE to offer the training programs while the students are in college. Because I told you again, they want to train students while they are in the college rather than take them after their graduation, train them. So the skilling is happening within campuses. So it is focused on adaptability, how the students will adapt to this new world order, and also upskilling, reskilling is the order of the day. Upskilling, reskilling is to meet evolving industry needs by 2030 is definitely is going to happen. India will be the world skill capital without any doubt by 2030.
Let's come to the upcoming India Skills Report, which is 2025, and we are expecting this to be published and launched by December timeframe. So what skills do you anticipate will be essential for the workforce in 2025, especially with the rapid pace of technological advancement which you see, which we all refer now?
Emerging technologies like whether it is generative AI, artificial intelligence, data sciences are all going to become machine learning, are all going to become the very futuristic and also fast. So digital literacy and AI, machine learning, cyber security, okay, and then blockchain and AR, VR are also going to be the new emerging technologies are going to be very, very critical for the students. Apart from that, critical thinking, problem solving skills, collaborative learning, okay, self-learning are also become crucial for analyzing complex situations, while interdisciplinary collaboration, as we highlighted through Smart India hackathons and other hackathons, which will enable effective teamwork of the students across diverse sectors. Okay, together these skills will prepare the workforce to navigate the rapidly changing landscape shaped by technological advancement, whether it is 6G, 5G or 6G, advanced telecommunication technologies, or quantum computing, which really releases quantum sensing, all technologies of quantum. So we AICTE actually started to look at these programs as well. We have specialized courses on space technologies, specialized courses on defense technologies, specialized courses on quantum computing, semiconductor. All these are now being implemented at our large number of institutions. Okay, by in another 4-5 years, we are going to produce more than 15,000 graduates in semiconductor alone with a BTech degree in VLSI, which is state-of-the-art, curriculum what we have developed.
I'm sure the viewers would like to also hear from inclusivity and skill development point of view. What measures are being taken to ensure the skill development programs are inclusive and accessible to unrepresented communities and regions?
It's a very important question for a country like India. It's a large country. But as I told you, our engineering colleges itself, or diploma colleges itself, have already reached nook and corner of the country. Even they are in villages, okay, towns. So in that way, we have already given an accessibility and equity and large number of scholarships we give. For example, for women empowerment, we have Pragati scholarship for all our kids who want to study engineering or a diploma program in the approved AICTE approved colleges. And we also give scholarships for during COVID affected families We are giving scholarships for complete. We have Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakhi students can study in many of our engineering colleges or diploma colleges or even other colleges within the country. We wanted to accommodate. So the opportunities are given to every student who is willing to learn. Okay, there are no restrictions because financially it may be a problem for them or accessibility is a problem. Today we have provided that. I can confidently say India is bound to produce engineers and managers not just for India, to the whole world, because the numbers are looking very promising. As I told you earlier, our engineers are present everywhere now. So particularly if you look at the success of Chandrayaan, who are those engineers? They're all graduated from second and third grade. Ourselves we call colleges, engineering colleges from India, and today they are able to place the right on spot, and almost equivalent on par with any developed country. And 30% of those scientists in ISRO are women. So is it a woman empowered scientific community who could do such a world-class work in the space technologies? That's what we are looking at. So engineering education and management education in India has reached a stage where we can take it to the next level.
How does India's skills development strategy align with global standards, and what benchmarks are being used to measure our progress?
Our engineers are the global engineers. Our curriculum is completely industry ready, industry collaboratively we have developed along with industry experts. Okay, not only in India, even elsewhere, because today is a globalized village. The whole world is a globalized village. Large number of global capability centers established in India. Almost 2,000 companies have hired large number of engineers who graduate from our engineering colleges. Why are they hiring? Because our kids are highly skilled. They can do. So they are because why? Because it is competency based training is happening in our engineering colleges. We emphasize competency based frameworks similar to those used in any countries developed world, whether it is Germany, whether it is Australia, whether it is Israel. So our kids are no less, so which focuses on practical skills, and they are ready, job ready. But we have a large, institutions. We need to take it to every part. So there is a lot of work also to be done. I'm not saying everything we have finished. Even though we have supplied large number of engineers across the world, but still we are the youngest nation in the world. Large number of young people aspiring to do something. So this is the golden time. That's why we have removed now moratorium on engineering and diploma colleges. We have opened it up to anybody who wanted to study or create that space. We have opened that so that our engineers will become a force to reckon with in the world.
That's a great initiative, sir. So what role do you see startups playing in skills development, and how can they collaborate with educational institutions to create a skilled workforce?
So as you know, today India is the third largest startup capital of the world. And not only just creation of startups, but they have also become unicorns. More than 125 companies are unicorns, attracting $450 billion worth money into India, and 1/4 is actually flowing from abroad countries. That means market is from outside. So in such a scenario, how this has happened, if you look at it. So in our engineering colleges, we have what is called as Institute Innovation Councils. AICTE also has Ministry of Innovation's Innovation Council located in our campus. Through that, we conduct one is Smart India Hackathon to generate ideas and develop collaborative learning and solve problems in a given time. Apart from that, we have also created a Yukti platform where we curate all these ideas who are different at technology readiness level to start up the technology transfers. In addition to that, we also teach on IPR for them. So with an idea of that, students should get ready they can create their own startups, not just look for jobs. They should be the job creators than job seekers. That's with that idea. AICTE has created 14,000 Institute Innovation Council. That means every institute has an Institute Innovation Council. We conduct innovation activities and make students aware of the innovation and how to do a startup, how to protect their intellectual property. All this has been actually taught. That is part of the curriculum. So startups can partner with educational institutions, co-create curricula also. So many of the companies are coming here, and edutech companies. We have a NEET program, National Education Alliance for Technology. So wherein a lot of these are happening. So many such. Today, I am very proudly to tell you. Recently, we reviewed MIC, that is Ministry of Innovation Council at IICT, through a third party. IIT Delhi reviewed it. It is shown a value worth of $16 million. So that means we have created close to about 6,600 startups, and we have filed close to about 18,000 patents through our institutions.
That's immense.
So that's a very huge. So in addition to that, as I talked about internship, apprenticeship, okay, programs are also being built, and we have a working professionals program created for people who are already employed with different skill sets. So by offering internships, apprenticeships, and startup ecosystem, we have what is called as innovation centers. 12 innovation centers regionally. We have in a hub and spoke model. We wanted to identify the ideas at our engineering colleges, take them to a product development. That's what we are trying to do. We conduct boot camps, ID boot camps, innovation, design, and entrepreneurship boot camps. So through all these efforts, a lot of success is already being seen, and India is the third largest startup capital in the world. But I don't have any doubt in my mind that India will be the topmost innovative country. Why? Because we are by birth we are very innovative. Why? Because I'll tell you, zero has found by our ancestors. That itself is a mathematics. It was given zero was found by the Indians.
Right.
So similarly, I can go on. So what is most important is the mentorship and guidance to these young people who are coming from rural part of India. Some of them cannot even speak English at that time. So for such people, we need to create an opportunity. That's what All India Council for Technical Education is doing it. We are also trying to, even for startups, we are also created 100 venture fund people, as what we call as 100 venture investors group, who will fund our projects. Right now, we are already doing some funding to startups. Many successful startups have also come. So we have created innovation hubs, collaborating to establish with the incubators, innovators, in our educational institutions. So the entrepreneurship and skill development, we have created through an hub and spoke model, created almost in every our institutions an entity, so that it has made mandatory, so that we encourage our students to create their own startups.
Very interesting fact, sir. So, what is your vision for India's skills landscape by 2025, and how can the stakeholders contribute to achieving it?
My vision for India's skill landscape includes a very dynamic, adaptive workforce that meets the demands of a rapidly evolving job market. And this training of skills happens while the students are in the college. Okay, that's one most emphasis for me. Coming to the sectoral, skill training programs should be actually for the industry needs in different sectors. It may be industry 5.0, artificial intelligence, energy, healthcare, okay, and whatnot. Okay, even in construction as well.
Okay.
So increased employability is the key. To do this, AICT has created AICT career portal, and we wanted to connect every student who want to get a job. Also, it is not just everybody will not be a successful entrepreneur. So along with startup and entrepreneurial activities, encouragement in our institution, we are also linking these rural students to placements, jobs. So I am seeing wherever I am going, all of them are quoting very high number of employability, close to 70 to 80%. Majority of the institutions are claiming. So I hope to see a significant rise in employability rates with a focus on practical hands-on skilling happening, and that prepares the individuals for real-world challenges. And another important aspect of the Ministry of Education is lifelong learning. So that means we have created what is called as APAR ID, unique ID for every student, and linked it to academic bank of credits. So this one, what we'll do is, it is actually I'll say along with National Credit Framework, APAR ID will be the new QR code for young learners of India. So they can learn anywhere, any place, and put that credit into their bank account, which is Academic Bank of Credits, and use that for a degree, because both UGC AICT has already allowed 40% of the credits. You can do it wherever you want, and as long as the assessment is done properly. So this is where, this will provide actually equity and accessibility to every student across the country. So which will ensure the skill development opportunity to all, including marginalized communities and rural populations. So one other important is the collaborative ecosystem, which will be done by not just by AICTE or colleges, it will be done by, even as I told you, edutech companies. That is our NEET program, National Education Alliance for Technology. We have a large number of companies registered on our NEET portal, offering different kinds of skill courses, which are some of them free, some of them are scholarships are given, some of them are paid, are there, all kinds of them. We are also nowadays creating Center for Excellences. So this is a collaborative government, education institution, and industries and edutech companies working together and create an environment for continuous learning and anywhere learning to all the students, and pick up skills which are industry relevant, and so that they are employable or they can create their own companies. This is what actually the vision of All India Council for Technical Education, to make supportive policies to the, and also we are also funding them for not only skill development, for teachers training and students support for those who cannot pay. All this is happening simultaneously. So I am very, very sure that with the new adaptive curriculum which are needed for the industry, what we have developed actually at AICTE and which are offered by our institutions, I can confidently say that industries are actively participating in training through professors of practice, as well as interacting on our curriculum development, and they are also offering students to go for internship, and we are also allowing our teachers also to go to industry, on sabbatical. So similarly, teachers can come, industry people can come and start teaching, and of course the startup culture in India is amazing. So I think these together, all these efforts will definitely create a skilled workforce by 2025, and it is already there visible. I hope your report will bring it out, and this will drive India's economic growth and global competitiveness. So Vikasit Bharat of our Prime Minister dream by 2047 is no more a dream. It's happening reality. It is a reality. So a lot of changes have happened on the ground, and it will bring a new scenario by 2025. Hope your report will bring out with statistics and numbers.
We are trying and we're working really hard towards that. Thank you so much. Now, what message would you like to share with the student, educators community, industry leaders regarding the importance of skill development as we approach 2025 and further years?
See, Government of India has actually planned very big way. They have created a Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. And the same ministry was also working with Ministry of Education. Okay, the minister was also same. So a lot of efforts have happened. But what my message to everybody, the stakeholders, whether it is students, teachers, educators, industry leaders, is AI and generative AI, the new emerging areas are going to change the way we work, we live. The future is very, very different than what it is today. So digital skills are going to be very, very important. Every one of them have to embrace these skills and embrace the lifelong learning, because it cannot be learned over time, because technology also changes so fast, and they have to do hands-on. So we have created AICT Idea Labs to students to really to do something, hands-on experiences in their college. So such kind of a center for excellences have to be created across our country in every institution, and we have to continuously innovate to create our curriculum to align with the industry needs, continuously update, because industry is changing very fastly. So this is where we need to do a lot of work, and this is not one day job. It's a continuous change, and technology is changing so fast. At the same speed we have to work. So AI is taking the jobs of a poet and the musician and artist. which were we always thought that should come through your genes, or you have to slog for several years to acquire those skills. But these skills are done at a speed which you cannot imagine. That is this worry. We need to be on top of this. To be on top of this, we need to embrace the technology. This is the message to everybody. So it is skilling and learning is not just for students. It is to everyone, whether it is industry leader or academicians or institutions, also upgrade themselves to the new world order, particularly in the technology development.
I'm sure this will be beneficial for everyone as a stakeholder. So, as we conclude, I encourage our listeners, whether you are in education, business, or a job seeker, to engage with these findings. Let's work together to build a skilled workforce that can thrive in evolving landscape. Thanks. Thank you again, sir, for joining us. And to our audience, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and share your thoughts. Until next time, let's keep the conversation going. Namaskar.
Thank you. Namaskar.